Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jason the Cartoon Fan, bringing you an important public service announcement about the animation industry. On Tuesday, March 16, 2021, Ostrich Vox of the Roundtable made a tweet asking us what we think modern Western animation is lacking. I already responded to that question with a tweet of my own, but I feel like this topic deserves further elaboration, so I decided to make my own video about it. In my humble opinion, we need more episodic cartoons. Yes, I fondly remember the days when there were a bunch of cartoons you could watch any random episode of without being confused about what's going on. They were everywhere from the very beginning of animation all the way through the late 2000s, but began to die out around 2008 or 2009. Nowadays, the only 4 episodic cartoons we currently have, not counting long runners like SpongeBob SquarePants and The Simpsons, or reboots like Looney Tunes cartoons and Animaniacs 2020, are The Loud House, The Casagrandes, Big City Greens, and It's Pony. I haven't watched a full episode of It's Pony yet, though I definitely want to. I'm just waiting until I can either stream it or purchase it on DVD. But of the other 3 shows, the only one I can say is as fantastic as the older episodic cartoons is The Loud House. While I still like those 2 shows, The Casagrandes kind of feels like an alternative version of its predecessor if that show's characters weren't as well-rounded, and Big City Greens to me is a mishmash of all the flagship 21st century Disney Channel cartoons that came before it, without enough changes to the established formula to make the show stand out. I will talk more about why I feel the way I do towards The Casagrandes when I unbox its new DVD release in a future video on this channel. I get why serialized cartoons are so popular right now. Most modern media consumers are binge watchers, so animation studios want to capitalize on that market by producing cartoons with overarching stories, which allow those media junkies to sit through multiple episodes in a row without them having a want to change the channel or turn off their TV before they're completely finished with the season. However, there are still plenty of people who just want to sit down, tune into a TV channel, and watch a cartoon that doesn't require them to spend a lot of time they probably don't have in order to know what they're getting into. Show a friend a random Gravity Falls episode, and he/she will be extremely confused about why this Dorito-shaped dude named Bill Cipher is so hell-bent on destroying 2 random tweens named Dipper and Mabel. By stark contrast, you don't need to know any of SpongeBob's previous misadventures in order to enjoy the one you're currently watching. Trust me, there are times when viewers don't want to know a bunch of information beforehand when they want to watch a cartoon. Don't get me wrong, I don't want serialized cartoons to disappear entirely. I don't want to live in a world where I can't watch Amphibia. I just want serialized cartoons to peacefully coexist with episodic ones. I personally think that the decade with the best balance between episodic and serialized cartoons was the 2000s, when the wacky antics of SpongeBob, Phineas and Ferb, Mac and Blue, Chowder, Jimmy Neutron, The Recess Gang, and Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda shared channel time slots with the exciting and creative ongoing stories featuring XJ9, Samurai Jack, Kim Possible, The Kids Next Door, and Danny Phantom. Even as late as 2011, we still had Dudley Puppy and suburbanized Bugs and Daffy to accommodate the Coras and Finns and Jakes of the cartoon landscape. When I was growing up, there were just enough serialized cartoons to allow viewers desiring more sophisticated animation to enjoy a modest helping. while also not alienating viewers who just wanted a cartoon that makes them laugh. As for my preferences, I enjoy both kinds of cartoons, but only have enough time in a day of my life to fully embrace just a handful of serialized ones. So I liked being able to enjoy all the same serialized cartoons that everybody else liked back in those days. Yeah, I used to be with it in regards to cartoons, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what is it seems weird and scary to me. In conclusion, while I do enjoy watching serialized cartoons, a better balance between those cartoons and episodic ones is something I, as well as quite a few other animation fans, want to see. Because a cartoon doesn't have to feature a bunch of interconnected plot lines and character development and complex backstories in order for it to be good. As long as the established personalities of the characters are strong enough to make any situation they get into entertaining, then we will enjoy any cartoon the major studios can give us. Do you agree with my viewpoints? If so, were there any important factors I forgot to mention? If not, why do you disagree? Please make sure to let me know your thoughts on this subject, in a constructive manner, of course, by commenting below. Oh, and make sure that Ostrich Vox gets to see this video, because I want him to give me his own opinion on the matter. Until next time, this is Jason the Cartoon Fan, signing off.